The ship rose like a floating palace, glowing in the red-gold light of sunset as thousands watched from the shore. It was the pride of human engineering, the largest and most luxurious vessel ever built. Passengers boarded with shining eyes, their laughter echoing across the decks. To them, this voyage was history, glory, safety, and comfort, all wrapped in steel. Music filled the air, glasses clinked, and silk gowns swept across polished floors. Yet while the people celebrated, the captain stood quietly over his charts. Strange marks troubled him, lines of current and wind that did not belong. A cold wind moved across the water, carrying with it a whisper no one wanted to hear. But the ship's engines roared to life. The mighty vessel pushed forward into the unknown. The first night glittered with light and joy. Bright lamps lit every corner, and music soared as if the celebration would last forever. But in the quiet hours, when the laughter faded, the ship groaned from deep within its hull. Some stirred in their cabins uneasy, but the sound vanished as quickly as it came. A steward swore he heard knocks steady hollow, like fists striking steel from the lower decks. When he rushed to check, there was nothing. An old sailor muttered of cursed waters, his warning drowned in laughter. Yet in the wheelhouse, the compass needle trembled. As though the ocean itself was trying to speak, daylight brought no comfort. The calm waves grew restless, striking harder against the hull. The crew noticed their instruments flicker, radios crackle with static before going dead, and compasses spinning without reason. A thick mist rose, swallowing the horizon, wrapping the ship in a prison of white. Still, the passengers danced, dined, and toasted their good fortune, unaware of what crept beneath. On the bridge, the captain's jaw tightened. They had sailed into waters no chart had ever claimed. Then came the jolt, sudden, sharp, echoing through every deck. Plates shattered, glasses tipped, and in that moment, it felt as if the ocean had turned its gaze directly on them. Divers were sent below when strange dents appeared along the hull. Far too deep to be made by rocks, what they discovered chilled their blood. Long, claw-like scratches carved into steel, as though something massive had tested the ship's strength. The crew whispered in fear, but told nothing to the guests above. At night, the vessel shook violently, struck from beneath. Chandeliers swayed, glasses rattled, and children cried in their bunks. The captain ordered silence, but even he could not explain what circled them. In the dark, the sea stirred with life, bold and waiting. Word spread anyway. Passengers whispered of monsters beneath the waves, of shadows sliding under the hull. Panic raced through the corridors, slamming doors and rushing feet echoing across the decks. The dining hall, once filled with laughter, became a chamber of fear. Some demanded lifeboats lowered, others begged for answers. Water crept into the lowest cabins, soaking carpets with salt and rust. The illusion of safety shattered. Even the richest, draped in silk and jewels, understood the truth at last. Their floating palace had become a fragile cage. Then the storm came. Without warning, black waves rose like walls, crashing over the ship, sweeping people and furniture into the sea. Lightning split the sky, revealing giant shadows beneath the waves, forms too vast to name. The ship groaned, its mighty frame bending with each strike. Lifeboats tore from their ropes and vanished into the storm. Screams were lost under the roar of the ocean, a voice louder than thunder. Each flash of lightning, each crash of thunder seemed to deliver the same message. The sea was no longer their pathed, was their prison, the ship was dying. Alarms wailed as water surged through shattered corridors. Families fought to stay together, crewmen risked their lives to guide them, but chaos reigned. Lightning revealed the waves, monstrous and merciless. Something unseen rammed the hull again and again, dragging the vessel lower. The captain, soaked and grim, refused to leave his post. He gripped the wheel with both hands as the bridge sank around him. Metal screamed like a living thing, tearing apart as the great ship gave its final breath and slipped beneath the waves, claimed by the wrath of the ocean, then silence. Morning brought only stillness and wreckage floating on endless gray water. The storm had vanished, leaving nothing but fragments of wood and scattered lifeboats. Survivors clung to them, eyes wide with horror, staring at the horizon where the mighty ship had disappeared. No lights, no sound, no trace of its glory remained. The old sailor shivered under a wet blanket and whispered, "The sea takes what it is owed." No one answered him. As the sun rose over the calm waters, the survivors understood a truth they would never forget. The ocean had buried its secret, sealing it forever in a grave deeper than memory.